That's why they said he was walking to the truck. This the main reason why they said this why they said Key Glock was nowhere around. This why the person who was recording the first video that they put out last. They noticed they put the first video out, a video out last. The video, his last moments. Now, if we all look back into the situation, who has access to be up that close with young Dolph with a camera pointed towards the car, towards him while they're in the car? They were in the passenger seat of a car. So that means to say Dolph had a car following him with like 2 or 3 people in it. Remember they said a lot of cars rolled up and did this and did that. But hey, if you guys, I can't make you guys like open your mind and be on some super genius type stuff. But take a look at this. The person who was recording Dolph, notice he didn't like directly look at that car because he felt no fear with that car. Because whoever was in that car recording him, those are the people who sent the video to TMZ before he died. Before this stuff happened, they sent the video to TMZ. Who has that much power to just email TMZ or directly when you know somebody about to die? Who has that much power besides a person who's connected with you? Your friend, your cousin, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, who was in the car? This the questions that the feds were asking. They said, who was in that car? The person that was in the car was a person that was related to him, that was that close, who he trusted because he looked over the car to make sure when nobody followed him. He looked over the other side of his car. Notice, once the person stepped outside of their car that was recording him, his last moments, notice they did a walk around the car. They did a walkthrough around. Who Young that show you mean to tell me they did the walkthrough around first and then Young Dolph came and out the gas station and started pumping the gas, then they hurry up and hop back in their car? No. When did they do the walk around? It had to have been somebody he know that can actually take their phone and be like, oh man, yeah, recording him, his car. He wasn't in the second video. Was that video recorded before he came out of the gas station?
And here's the proof. One of the guys that's recording, he was recording while Dolph was in the gas station, and Dolph was looking out. He kind of could see through the windows of the gas station. He was at the counter. He was paying with a blue 100 to get gas because he gets like the premium. He just pays with the 100, tells the guy to keep the change as a tip. So what happened is he's looking out like towards the window, towards that front entrance, and he could see somebody filming his car. But they don't go into one of the cars that's getting gas. They go like in the parking lot right next to the gas station towards that white car that we spotted that started following Dolph when he left the gas station. So when he came out, he already knew that it was going to be people filming him that's in the car. But then he was looking over that way because he was looking for the guy that was filming earlier while he was inside, that was walking around his whole car. That guy went and jumped into one of Moneybag Yo's car, that white car. It was a 2-door white car. So look, and then here's another proof receipt that the people that had the video and sent it to TMZ, them people was connected, because why would TMZ buy their video of Dolph just at a gas station and not buy the video of the arm sticking out the window? That video you think would be the one that they would buy. You think that they would probably buy the picture they released of the dudes running out with the Drake, with the strap, with the Bass Pro Shop hat. You would think they would buy footage from that scene and not just the scene at the gas station. So why is it that him at the gas station is such an important footage to buy?
That's because the footage came from someone that was basically in a high position, just like Dolph. Dolph had connection with grocery stores. He had connections with everything. He was buying houses, everything. If you guys pay close attention, no one can get in touch with TMZ. If I was to call TMZ right now, tell them I have footage of this and that, it would be a long process of submitting and reviewing and things like that. You have to look at it. I can't make you guys look at the picture and analyze it the way that I am. You guys need to literally look at it for what it is. This was done by someone who he knew. Makedas played a role in it. But it was a person who was with him. No guy of that type of figure, of that type of status, will literally go outside in the neighborhood, bad neighborhood, without a car following him. Come on now. Everybody know any street guy gonna have 2 or 3 cars following them with the blicks in the second car, because the third car is to block the police from pulling over the blick car. So you guys have to look at it from a street mentality. A lot of people not looking at it. They're just looking at it as if, okay, this picture comes out, this video comes out, oh, that's what happened. No, look deeper into the situation instead of jumping to conclusions when you haven't even put your ducks in a row yet. Like, it's self-explanatory.
And they were supposed to ride together to go to Makedas, to go to the video shoot, the whole music video shoot. It was supposed to be Dolph and other artists, Snoop bands and stuff. But tell me why they didn't ride with Dolph, basically. They didn't go with him with multiple cars just following each other. They decided, some of the people decided to switch plans last minute. Like, just like how Snoop bands decided that he was just going to go get a haircut last minute. And so due to that fact, like, man, he was basically being followed and nobody was there that was supposed to actually be there. And so you got to look at the fact that the people at the gas station, it had to have been somebody that knew him that set him up, because how could they actually plan to get the footage to sell to TMZ unless they knew what was about to happen? And that's the reason why they started recording. Why would the one guy that was recording and went all the way around Dolph and then went back to that car that's across to the other parking lot? That guy was doing it because he's going to show his boss that he got the footage. The people in the car know who that guy is also, and they're getting the footage because they're getting that to TMZ. So all these people, they're motivated to take that footage of Dolph at the gas station because they know what's about to happen. So the motivation for them, the motive for them is to get that footage and sell it to TMZ for money. And the other guy's going to show his boss so he can get paid on being part of the location drop and as part of the hit. Like, they need somebody to drop the location. They need somebody to have a facility to do everything at. Also, they need the hitman, and they also need to know what kind of car that he's supposedly supposed to be driving.
And there's no way, like, when all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, there's no way that they're saying now that the cashier, the girl on the picture that they showed, she said that Dolph only usually be in Makedas for 1 minute. Come to find out, this particular day, you guys keep him in Makedas so long to the point where his phone started ringing. You guys usually had the cookies waiting for him. He never called, so how you guys know to have baked cookies fresh out the oven if he never called you guys and said he was on his way? If he just stopped back regular every time, it's no way that the girl seen the guys pull up in the white car while he was on his phone. She never said nothing about no one was with Dolph. She never said that Dolph's brother was on the side. She never said that Dolph stepped in the corner with his back turned while his brother had the book bag going with the drape. No, they didn't say that. The witness, the actual witness who was at the register ringing him up, she said she saw the white car pull up. Once the white car pulled up, she didn't know what was going on. She thought they were about to buy some cookies regularly like everybody else do. They pull up, some people pull up and hop out the car while the car literally still is in the middle of the drive. Some people don't park. They just leave the car right there, and she saw them hop out with the drapes, but she said she didn't know what was in their hands until they got so close to Dolph to the point where they laid Dolph down and sent them up. But Dolph literally was walking to the car when they sent them up. She said that Dolph stepped outside of the store on his phone.
And the reason why the proof and the receipt that Makedas is guilty is because of the fact that go back and look at the photo they posted that day on November 17th. They posted a post saying, fresh out the oven, the cookies. But these cookies, they rushed making them. They were still dough balls. It wasn't flat down. Like, they didn't even mean to make the cookies to be eaten or to be sold. They was making those cookies quick as hell because they knew that what was about to happen at that other store was the Dolph situation. So they hurried up and made it look like they were really busy and really into their work at the other downtown location. But why they post a picture and they didn't even make the cookies correct? It looks like they literally took the dough out the oven and balled it and then never flattened the cookie to actually make it like a circle. The cookie was literally standing up like a smashed biscuit. So that goes to show that they were trying to fake it like they were working and they were doing something over there, when the whole time they were communicating back and forth with the hitman to verify whether Dolph was there or not, and when to follow him and who's going to be riding behind. All that stuff was going on between the Raven at the downtown headquarters, and she was basically going to both stores that morning. She went to the store to open it with her mom, she said herself, that morning, and then went to the downtown. So why does she even have to go there? So that's the crazy thing, and they guilty basically.
Like guilty to the fullest. Like, if you pay close attention to the aspects of why didn't they say who gave the video to TMZ? Who is the person who gave the video to TMZ? Why did you guys expose their name, like put the name out there? That's because they don't want them to know it was someone close to him. Someone who has money sent that video to them. Because TMZ takes footage, but if an incident just happened within 3-4 hours, how do TMZ have it that quick? You would have to talk to TMZ a day before, 2 days before, a week before, let them know we're going to be sending you some footage on this day and that day. But Makeda's cousin, Raven, keep talking about her cousin, was there with Dolph. Where is your cousin at now? First it was your brother, now it's your cousin. No, it's something going on.
And look, the person that sent the video to TMZ, they from Rock Nation. They came because they knew that they had to be the ones that get the video so they could cash in all in on it. They can't let any of it can't be a random stranger off of IG who sends a video into TMZ, because they're not going to want to even cash out. They'll finesse you. They'll only buy the footage from people who are in on it, basically. That's their thing. That's the whole thing behind, making it even more, it pushes them more. They use that negative side of, having the person that actually is in on it get that footage purposely, because whenever it's a celebrity, whenever it's somebody high profile celebrity that ends up something happen, is always the footage from an inside source. And the inside source basically is somebody that's in the car. It looked like it wasn't an enemy of Dolph, but they weren't a friend either. They weren't best friends with him. It was just a random person that was there that was neutral, and nobody recognized that person because they came from upstate. They came from Northeast New York area. And so when they came down, these people, they was dressed normal and stuff, getting the footage like they was just some people pumping gas in Memphis, passing through or something.
But how do a random person at a gas station, and you guys open up your mind right now. Open up your mind and basically look at what I'm about to say. Take it with a grain of salt. Who pulls to the gas station so amazed about Dolph, and everyone in that hood knows Dolph? They love Dolph. Remember they said everyone loves Dolph? He could come to his own hood. Okay, why are you guys recording him if you guys could have recorded him? Why are you guys recording someone unless you're a new person in that neighborhood who just seen Dolph? You never saw him before and you like his car. You recorded him, but the video wasn't mainly about the car. It was pointed towards Dolph. Literally, they zoomed it in at Dolph looking around because Dolph felt something wasn't right. It's no way a person from the hood who's familiar and who's comfortable, who knows Dolph, who literally Dolph will get him $100 at any moment. You just gonna pull out your phone. No, if anybody like yellow, any rapper or somebody in my neighborhood and we from the same neighborhood and you literally take care of the neighborhood, I'm not gonna be thirsty to see you. I'm not gonna pull out my phone and try to get clout off you because you can clout me up at any moment. It's no way.
And look, the people that did everything about posting, you know that it was somebody that took that video to send to TMZ that was from out of town, because if it was from somebody that was from the hood and actually from that area, that's down south. They got that southern manners, the southern hospitality. They wouldn't pull a phone out on celebrities and be all up in their face and just be exposing what car they driving and stuff. They got manners and respect, especially if Dolph is the king of Memphis. They wouldn't disrespect him by being all up in his face like Raven was when he was at that cookie shop the last time. The actual fans and actual people from the hood and from that community that actually know what's going on, they're not about to pull their phone out and just be getting all up in people's business like that. So that goes to show that these people had to be from somewhere else. They either had to be with Jay-Z and Rock Nation from upstate, or they had to be from Yo Gotti and CMG. Somebody probably from behind the scenes and stuff like that was pretty much put there to just be someone that wouldn't instantly like spark a beef or some kind of altercation where they'll draw attention to them.
Yeah.
The attention drawer was the guy that walked around the car. That was the basically the mission that was most dangerous, because that's the reason they had two people recording, so that when Dolph come out and he sees the people recording from the car, he thinks it's just a bunch of fans. That's what they're trying to make it seem like, and the reason why they set that up that way. But he caught onto it and knew that the dude that ran off to the white car over in there in that other parking lot, he knew that it was something fishy going on. So he peeled off. But then folks started following him, and they try to hit him in front of the store, in front of the Makedas. They basically, as soon as he pulled up, he didn't back in this time because there was danger coming. He knew something was up. So he's like, you know what, this time I'm going to pull up front. He pulled up front and started to walk in, and the people in the white Benz pulled up and started spraying at him. That person from way in the back, parked across the street, way deep back by that forest, they started trying to spray at him too. And so when Dolph trying to walk up to the car, to the door of Makedas, all of a sudden 2 rounds hit the door, and Maurice behind the counter, he thinks somebody trying to rob him. And so he pulled his strap out, and that's when he hit Dolph 2-3 times. But then the brother that's in there said, no, you got to open the door. That's Dolph. They opened the door. Dolph got in, and basically dudes came up and sprayed the place from front and back and ran out the back quickly. Maurice tried to dip because he knew he's the one that shot first. And he ran, moved his car, tried to get up out the scene. But he knew he was caught up, so he stayed, came back in, and did the whole changing the clothes thing.
That's why you see it was Drake slugs in his back, because the first ones came from the Drake. The dudes had the Drake outside. Dolph never saw the dudes. That's why they had to run up so close. Notice, if you got somebody lined up and you got them at point blank, you don't have to get up close, because if they run to the right, you got them. If they run to the left, you got them. If they duck, you got them. You got a Drake and you got a 30. Like, it's no way for him to get out of that. That's why when Maurice noticed, they said his brother or so-called whoever ran out of the store. Why would Young Dolph brother be in the store and run out the store and start blowing at them? So you mean to tell me if Young Dolph brother ran out the store and started blowing at them, that means it's true. Young Dolph stepped outside and was on his phone, and somebody hit him from behind in Makedas, because there's no slugs in the wall. So the 2 slugs had to come from inside Makedas from the Drake. You see how big them slugs is?
Exactly.
Once they came in, once they boom, 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 blew outside of Makedas, bro, that's when dude and them ran up and started shaking the Drakes. Once they ran up, they got a couple off. That's when Maurice pulled dude in. Once Maurice pulled Dolph in, the brother like, no, the cousin ran from the back like, no, that's Dolph, pull him in. Once they pulled them in right there by the window.
And you gotta understand that it's mysterious that the dudes in the picture got the Drake and the strap, and the brother in the inside the store got a Drake, and Maurice got a strap. They all got the same straps. It's so many different type of. You could have a 9, a 38, 40, 45, E50. You could have so many different type of straps. But why is it the dudes from the outside got a strap and a Drake, and the dudes inside got a strap and a Drake? So that way, if Dolph get hit inside or outside, it's still gonna show casings and wounds from a Drake and a strap. So y'all gotta realize that they planted all this and purposely had the same kind of straps, the same kind of weapons, because they intended to have something to get him on the inside of some kind of trap situation where they got him outside, then brought him inside and got him again. So you gotta realize that.
That's why they blocked the side off. I never saw a scene where you have black trucks, and why would they block off the whole parking lot? It wasn't yellow tape, so like squared off, blocking the parking lot, looking for evidence. No, the evidence, they said it happened on the inside, so why do you have the whole parking lot blocked off? And why is it you can't see over there? Why is it that the pickup truck come pick up certain cars, then they move all the trucks that was blocking to let everybody come see the scene with the one car, with the one C8? Like that's what they did afterwards.
Exactly. And the reason why the laundromat even called 911 is because they seen dudes running in front of their window shooting at Dolph outside. When Dolph Dolph was by a truck and dudes was trying to spray at him right then and there. And so look, that's why there's 2 different rounds of shots. And they seen dudes running in front of the laundromat, hopping into the Benz and driving and hopping back out and getting it again. And so check this out. That's why they blocked the parking lot, because they saw shell casings in front of the laundromat. So they knew that it was people trying to get him outside, and Dolph got in and busted back. But then Maurice heard a bunch of shots, and when he ran in, that's when they got him. And dudes ran in the back. But this what all happened, and they moved him in and tried to make it look like his arm was sticking out the window and took the whole jewelry and everything. But that wouldn't have happened if Maurice actually left instead of just moving his car and coming back inside, because he realized that he's the owner of the store. They're going to call him to come back anyways. If he says he had to leave and they called him to come back, that's going to look even more fishy on him. So he stayed, and that's when he jumped on the phone with Raven.